Okay. Okay, we live? Okay, we live? You seem so. We're good, we're good. Okay, we live? You seem so. We're good, we're good. Okay, we live? You seem so. Okay, cool. Well, hello, anyone and everyone. Okay. Well, so here it is. Talking about the new gameplay stuff that we've gotten recently. So I'll just quickly wait for anyone who's coming in. Okay. Okay, cool then. Well then, let's just go over it. There was also a tweet here, just talking about it as well. So we'll also go through this like part additionally. So yeah. Okay. Well then, hello everyone. Since our summer reveal in June, we've been reading all the great experience, great excitement for the game, and listening closely to what you'd like to see next. Our reveal trailer showed off the prologue and very beginning of the game, and now we want to shift our focus to a higher level combat. Today we're going to cover our game's combat system, look at how Rook and companions can build up to meet the perils facing Thetis using deep RPG systems. This starts with choosing a desired class as their three main classes to select when choosing Rook, a stalwart warrior, deft Rook, or spell-slinging mage. This blog will accompany videos that will focus on the warrior class, and we'll have more to share on other classes before launch. Cool. And then here's this part. Okay, cool. For those who are just like joining us right now, we're covering, you know, Veilguards like new gameplay stuff. So yeah. So let's just go to the video. Footage has been edited for brevity, for spoilers, and black plus portion member attacked. And her archdemon. Oh, okay, well that confirms it. Well, an archdemon indeed. Okay, well, it confirms it, I guess. Ooh, I love the water there. Ooh, it looks good. Ability to remove the sound of attack before you go into battle. Okay. And what they say. Let's to the big screen quickly. Okay. So first one is driving kick. So okay. Focus your physical attack to diminish one magic strike. Okay, cool. I like the animation there. Grappling spear. I like that as well. Spectral bulwark. We did see this one as well in the initial gameplay stuff. Ordnance fire, initial barrage strikes. Varying strength that resides within every. Okay, that's cool. And this is in ruins. Equip ruins to enhance your power and set access. And unique ruins and abilities. Okay, cool. Choose a ruin that boosts the warrior damage and comes with crowd control. Okay. Right. Okay. Also, just like to quickly like mention and just look at this, as in sort of like a UI design. I think it looks fine. Obviously, I am much more preferential to like how the previous UI designs look like, but this looks fine. Looks nice. The map Character companions, skills, and library. Libraries got to be the codex, which is nice to see. Resources, it seems, gold, sovereigns, stuff like that. Scorch, zero fire damage. I think that this is the champion. Okay, well that's returning. Yeah, oh yeah, here. Champion, Reaper, and then Slayer. Okay. Pinnacle of Grey Warden in combat prowess. The champion is born a leader who rallies allies. Okay, cool. Oh, and any let me just make sure, because I'm not sure if you guys are commenting down below. Okay, just making sure. Utilizing. Okay, so these are like some of the passive stuff. Utilizing the passive abilities like heavy armor, mastery, and help boost defense if you equip. Really? Okay. That's cool. You're going to battle Darkspawn, who are vulnerable to fire. Fiery Resolve will grant us flaming weapons for a duration when we parry an enemy attack. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Gilgamesh Lord says the skill tree looks good. No, it does look really good. I like the sort of like size it has, and just like let me just go back here a bit. Like here, right? Like this is like a nice looking skill tree, especially like on how you can clearly like see it's divided like here, survival, which is most likely like health, regeneration, stuff like that, more weapons for damage, abilities which do, you know, abilities, and then you have like the specializations which, you know, give you like a lot more. So that's pretty good. Also, wait, I just noticed like Rook, and then the sort of name they go into the Isha Thorn, which is maybe the Warden like name, or at least the elf name. That's interesting. Okay, inventory. Also, for anyone like joining us, like we're covering the new gameplay reveal for this one. We're gonna see like combat itself a bit later. So yeah. For this build, we want a full set of armor to activate our heavy armor mastery thing. I do like the idea of like having bonuses to like specifically armor you wear, you know. So if you prefer a more aggressive style, 2-handed weapon steel. Also 2-handed weapon, that's cool. Spellbound longsword deals stagger, and the guns will cover stagger into more units. Okay. Gilgamesh Lord says, would each rook have a different name? I mean that's how it always worked with like the Inquisitor and the Origins, the Dragon Age Origins. Like they've had different names. Obviously you could change the first name, not the surname. So Isha is probably going to be a changeable name. You can do whatever. But then Thorn is probably the name for this like Elven Warden. Close Down says, finally seen a female rook. Yeah, I've finally seen. I mean, we only got like pictures. We only got like some screenshots of female rooks, but now we actually get to like see one in gameplay. It's hard to hear you over the music. Oh, is it? Let me quickly just change that like volume down. Is that a bit better? Hold on. Let me just. That should. Just say if you can hear me better now than before. Rook has a fire-based Darkspawn killer build. The ring grants a bonus to maximum range stacks. Okay, that's cool then. Andraste's will. Ooh, let's quickly just have a quick look to see if Close Down channel says yes, that is better. Thank you. Oh, cool. Yeah, just tell me if anything like is a bit too weird or too silent, too loud, or whatever. Andraste's will. Andraste was tied to a stake and burned while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. Ooh, I like that a lot. Ooh. Favored by crows, the uniform rows stones add balance and precision. Okay, so this is more just like a... That's cool. Amaranthine loop? That's cool. But favored by crows. Heart of Andraste. A charm given to newly anointed fathers of the Imperial Chantry. The cracked stone serves as a reminder of Andraste's mortal heart. Okay, that's cool. Oh, and this is then for like the companions as well. So, wait. Okay, it seems... Can you change the companions' outfits? This is a Grey Warden's mission, so bring Davin into battle. Okay, that's fine. George Halbrook claimed sacrifice of the Wardens. Okay. Okay, so this is like the companion selection. Oh, this is very like reminiscent of like Mass Effect 2, which is interesting. Davin, you decide to take Lucans into battle based on his prior abilities. Okay. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so then we'll read this like a bit later, but just like some of the highlights, it seems. Here's some of the specializations for. I like how the suits have abilities similar to Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, no, yeah, I mean that is like pretty cool. That like some of the items you have will give you abilities, you know. I do like that as well. Though for me, gameplay is obviously not like the biggest deal for me, but like it is cool that they've considered that for people who like it. Some of the specializations: Reaper, Slayer, and Champion. Slayer has not been a specialization before. We have like had Reaper and Champion before. Rook, Duelist is coming back, which is nice. Saboteur, I don't think we've had before, and Veil Ranger, we haven't had it before. That's a new one. Mage Rook. Hello, Robert Prinster. Yo, indeed. Deathcaller, Evoker, and Spellblade. Yeah, these are different ones, newer ones. It's cool though. But now, that's not it. Okay. Veil Ranger sounds interesting. Yeah, I mean, Veil Ranger does sound interesting. It's obviously like the Veilguard new specialization, right? So hunt the enemies, snipe the enemies from afar. The charge arrows. Yeah, I mean that's reminiscent of the they brought back entropy. It seems. Oh yeah, I mean yeah, right. It's obviously not the necromancer class from like Inquisition, which is interesting, but it's you know, it's just like still a similar thing. Which I wonder why they don't call it necromancer. If it's maybe like different or whatnot. I wonder what like the lore of these are, because there's obviously like Duelist was something like Isabella did, but I'm not sure if it's like an Isabella exclusive thing. As for like a Saboteur, like I don't think that's gonna have a lot of lore. Reaper is gonna be interesting. No, it's not Reaper. It was Reaver. I forgot. Reaver was the specialization you had in Origins, I think 2 as well, and Inquisition, where you took like some dragon blood or whatever. Okay, so that's what I remember. Okay, cool. Okay. But yeah. Now that Rook, Davrin, and Lucans have the right gear and skills, the team sets off to find their allies. Okay. Soon they are met with resistance by Darkspawn, blighted creatures following Gillans orders. Okay. Oh! That is beautiful. Look at that. Assessing the battlefield, first learn the enemy's types of strategies, exploit their weaknesses. Darkspawn are vulnerable to fire. Okay. Yeah, because I don't think Darkspawn were vulnerable to fire in the previous ones. Oh, it says ghouls. These ones that we saw in the trailer originally, they're just ghouls, which is good to know, I guess. Okay. Abilities which exploit weaknesses have a green outline. Okay. Ooh. Oh wait. What is that? A greater Hurlock spider. Okay. That's cool. The spears. Wait. Is it? Yo, the spears are growing inside him. Okay, that's cool. Shield block parry. The gameplay looks nice though. It's very fluid and whatnot. Oh, and then you have a little thing above like 2-time parry. Okay. Use kick too. Oh, that's always fun to kick enemies off. Did it say what it is? Okay. Shield throw. Health pots are available throughout the world. Grab them and prepare for what's coming. Okay. Gameplay looks good. The gameplay does look really good, Gilgamesh. Some enemies are tougher and have additional protection. Yellow bar indicates armor bar. Okay. Armor resistant to most heavy attacks. Heavy attacks are the most effective against it. Okay. So some like gameplay. Oh, and these must be like the alpha ones. Great. No, these are just greater hurlocks. Wait. Okay. Then I guess for like Gillans and then like they don't have the hurlock alpha, hurlock the different like ranks of dogs. I do like the design that looks nice. It's not good. Oh, is that an execution? Ooh. That's nice then. Okay, and then we have the third one. I wish console origins had weaknesses shown when you put aim on your target. I mean, yeah, right. Yeah, right. I mean, that would be nice. Okay, and then the next part, which is Combat Basics 3. So then, obviously, in this one, it just talks about what we saw in the trailer, and then buffs, debuffs, and crowd control. Okay. You master your core abilities. Now it's time to face the variety of enemies all at once. The Rook is a warrior champion, okay. Oh, but the gameplay is like so sweet, dude. What is that? Titan Stomp, okay. Ooh. Additionally, activate champion buffs and debuffs to apply to status effects. Okay. The gameplay is really nice though, I do like it. Whoa. I know they're gonna go back, but I just want to see. Great Hurlock Blighter. Okay. I do like how weirdly like organic they, you know, because the previous Darkspawn design always looked very like dry, and that's not like a bad thing. Just like this one is very different because like it looks more like moist and like wet. Getting attacked on all sides, so you can command Lucas to use Bononate, deal high bar damage and applies knockdown to the knockdown. Gotta say the environments also look really nice as well. I need like organic like sacks everywhere. And I absolutely love the designs of the wardens. Ooh boy. What was that? Okay, well that's one. And then we have part 3. Primers, detonators, and ultimates. Now I do think like that's gonna be very similar to like Mass Effect and Anthem, because, you know, and also maybe like the fact that because this was like using Anthem's code base, it was going to always have like primers, detonators, just as part of it, you know. I mean, like Origins also had some of that kind of stuff as well, but it was more like relegated to mage stuff. Ooh. I absolutely love the look of this. This looks amazing. Greater Hurlock. I do wonder, because at least from my perspective, these aren't like actual Darkspawn. These are like Darkspawn like changed by Gillans. So I wonder if we're actually going to see like normal darkspawn, or at least spirit dimension. Okay, apply the crystallization ruin. Okay. Okay, yeah, and now. Okay, I like that effect. I like that a lot. Nice. About to go to the destructive ultimate attack. Okay, so we're gonna get to see it then. I like just like the close up and just, oh, that's cool. I do wonder, and maybe we'll check this later with the abilities, if there's like lore attached to these set abilities, or they're more like gameplay conveniences. Ooh, look at this dude. I do like how they added like the pause mechanics for this. Like, it is very like reminiscent of Mass Effect, but it's still nice that you could have like a slowdown and just like, okay, let me plan out a bit before I, you know, continue. I think that's pretty good. Close Down Channel says, I wonder if any Awakening characters will make it to the game with a Darkspawn and getting more focus this go around. Maybe, Ryan. Like, we didn't get any Awakening characters mentioned in Inquisition when like the Wardens were there, right? Nathaniel wasn't there. Nathaniel wasn't there, Ogren wasn't there, we didn't get a mention of Sigrun, like, no Valana, like, so it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to be here now, or if they're not going to be. Also, just hold on, I'm just going to put a light on. I'm not particularly, you know... What the? Okay, cool. I was wondering what was happening, you know? Okay, that should be fine. That should be fine. Let me just check here. I am blue though, so I don't know why that's the case. Probably just out there. Anyways, you can see me. That's a good thing. But yeah, anyways, like I do hope we can see some Awakening characters though. Sigrun would just be wonderful for me to see. Julian Spoken says, I'm not counting on Awakening characters showing up. Bioware seems to have forgotten they exist. I mean, I don't think they've forgotten they exist. I just think that, like, Awakening characters are hard to, you know, like, add back in, right? Sigrun, like, went off on her, like, you know, death quest, basically. Because she's a Legion of the Dead. Nathaniel was just, like, very content just being in, you know, like, with the Wardens forever. Anders, we know what happened with him. Ogren, like, he's just with the Wardens, and Valana is, like, somewhere with the Dalish, right? If Awakening characters do make it in, I hope it's Valana. I hope it's all of them. You know, at least we get some mention of them. Oh yeah, Julian Spoken. Standing back in 2, yeah. Yeah, and in Deity we also some as well. Also, just hold on. Something like that. Okay. Okay. Still a bit blue, but that's fine. Anyways, moving on. Man, dude, this is some like really cool like gameplay. I like the visuals of it. Ooh, that's a kick. Yeah, I mean, I like it. It's obviously not like as similar to like the previous Dragon Age games, but like it still looks a lot of fun. Ooh, and I just noticed this as well. It like tells you like what happened, and if it was like at a buff or debuff, that's pretty good though. I actually really like it. On Lucanson, companion AI. Never change, never change. Oh, death from above. Yeah. Goes down channel says, you have to get a sibling into the Wardens and start from an Awakening save. Oh wait, I missed a lot of conversations here. I don't remember seeing him in my playthroughs. Oh yeah, yeah. Close end channel says before, but I'm mostly wondering if Architect is going to be brought back. I mean, I'd hope the Architect gets brought back, right? Because like to me, like the Architect was like a really important character, like for Inquisition that didn't show up, and now he's like really important for this one. I do hope we get a mention of him, you know. The Architect or any of the other Magisters would be so cool to see in Veilguard. Yeah, right. Like I think the Magisters should be something that is present like in Veilguard or like in any game that involves the Blight. So yeah. Oh, we also get materials. Oh, yeah. Is crafting back then? Crafting probably back then. I wonder what difficulty this is they're playing on. If this is like normal or not. Okay. And then there should be another one, yeah. So then, okay, we saw the abilities, the ultimates. Oh, and this was just okay. Well, I could have just like watched this one single one. Okay, well, I mean, hey, you know, very professional, you know. And that's it. Is that it? Yeah, okay, and that was it. And that was the spotlight for all of the one. The sword throw is amazing. The sword throw was amazing. Is it just me, or do the enemies seem spongy? Yeah, I mean that's what I was asking. What like difficulty they were like playing on. If it was gonna be like hard difficulty, that I can understand, right? Spongy enemies just make sense on a hard difficulty. But if it's like normal, then I think that's a bit of a different thing, you know. Man, dude. That's fine. No, yeah. So because if it's like hard, it would make sense why the enemies are spongy. But if it's like, you know, normal, then it's like, okay, this is maybe a bit too far, you know, because then it seems like, because like to me, right, and this is like more how I personally, you know, think of gameplay, like just on average, right, and that is gameplay should always like be in somewhat represent like how fighting happens in the setting, right, in the game world, and to me this just doesn't really seem like representative of that, right, and that's what like it more concerns me, right? So that's why I tend to play on easier modes. For one, I don't really want to bother dying a bunch, and for two, I think it's like cool to have, you know, to have like, oh yeah, when I hit someone they die, right? So you know, Random Wanderer says they had me at blood, nudity, sexual themes, strong language, and violence. 5 of my favorite things. Hey, you know, who doesn't like blood, nudity, sexual themes, strong language, and violence? Okay, no one in the world. Okay, so with this done, we're just gonna go through it again, just examine some bits, some lore bits and whatnot, and see how it goes. And also, yeah, because like up here, there's gonna be some like really interesting lore bits. That's gonna be like basically confirms the theory that people were thinking. Okay, Wise House Fortress is under attack from Gillans, we knew that, and her archdemon. Okay, well, it's an archdemon. One of those dragons were an archdemon, or both of those were an archdemon. Which like, I'm of two minds. Of one, it's cool that they're like having a very big one, but for two, I do kind of lament the fact that like it's not going to be, hey, the final Dragon Age game is going to be, you know, an archdemon, right? You're gonna fight an archdemon. Drew the Unspoken says, strange that there's no alcohol listing. Does no one drink anymore in Thetis? They do drink, you know. I just don't think like, for most video games, whenever you have any alcohol, it's like, well, is an alcohol a major part of it, you know? Close down the channel says, there's something I dislike in the war zone with the armor plates. People aren't going to die when you shoot them, or at least won't be close enough to death. Yeah, right. Yeah, right, like, you know, it is what it is. Sometimes like gameplay where you have to like hit the guy like 50 times with a giant ass sword, like it's just going to need to be a bit, you know, balanced for a different thing. Also, hold on, I need to quickly put some other lights on. Wow, that is significantly better. Huh. Well, I'm no longer blue anymore. Tevinter sucks. I mean, you know, you take what you give, right? Tevinter is a strange place, you know. But yeah. So we're gonna like skip around a bit, just to see some stuff. And also these little short blurbs. Strength, Harpoon. So so there isn't like any like, okay. These are like what the descriptions tell you, like this is what you do. Also just like quick mention. I do like the very clarity on what this is, right? Like, hey, this is, it does like, it's a smash type, it's also control, so that's good. Gives you a damage amount, and then it gives you like a cost for it, right? Which I think is very important. And detonates, weakens. It's good to have like clarity in this, you know, because like it's important to make sure like what you're doing. Though this like damage number 471 is really high, you know, which I don't think is bad, you know, but like yeah. Necrotic. Oh yeah, no, so that. Okay. Oh, and so here's this. So there's no like little lore for these ruins and whatnot, which is fine, I guess. Wait, I think I missed some like lore bits that I could have gone through. It's gonna feel so wrong. To dye Rook's armor anything but purple. I mean, that's true as well, right? I'm the kind of guy who kind of buckles against like being allowed to have like different armor sets, because I'm always like, well, what is the most appropriate armor set? What is the armor set that like makes the most sense to wear, you know? No, okay, no. Okay. Because there skills. Yeah, okay. There is some like lore bits here. The pinnacle of a great one in combat prowess, the champion is born. Now I wonder if this is gonna be like, wait. No, because like no, because yeah, never mind. Maybe it's my phone, but that image looks very cartoonish. Which image? I'm not sure which image you're referring to, Drew. I mean, I don't really think this looks cartoonish. It's purple, you know, and like I guess like purple's been using cartoons, but like it looks fine, you know. I wonder if the descriptions will change, because like it says grade 1 in combat prowess, which is like weird to say, unless no, I mean no. Then because like if you're playing as a shadow dragons, you should be able to like be a warrior as well, right? The ruined image before. Oh, okay. The Elfgar as well. I mean, yeah, right. It definitely looks very different from like how the previous games depicted ruins looking. I can definitely get that, but like I don't like take too much stock into it. You know, it just looks like gems instead of like slabs. And as for her, I mean, I don't know. She doesn't look cartoonish to me. She looks like an elf. You know, it's obviously stylized, right? It's not realistic, but like it looks fine. Also, I do like that they showed like the UI here, because I think it's very important for games to have like, you know, oh look at this, you know, this is how you're gonna navigate the UI. Because the insurance says it does if manage saturation with their mind, it's more compared to real. I like the more compared to the realism. Even in Origins, the realism wasn't. Even Origins wasn't that like realistic, you know, like I don't know, like Dragon Age, Morrigan. Like even for like Morrigan, it's not really like that realistic, you know. Like I don't know, dude. I don't think like this isn't really like realism to me, you know. This more seems just like, oh, it's like stylized realism, but even then I wouldn't say like realism in a real way, you know. And also, I do like how it's just like a casual thing they're doing. It's like, oh, he hears the combat, hears the stuff. It's not really that big, you know, which is cool. Fire result is no like Lorbus here. It's a compression of my phone then. Okay, okay then, Dream. It's just a compression then. Big fan of these runes. I mean, yeah, right. Runes have always been like really cool in the Dragon Age series. I do wonder if we'll be able to put runes on our own weapons, because obviously here is, you know, this like blade that we have that has the runes on it. But like I do hope we'll be able to like put runes on our other weapons and stuff as well. It's always cool. Oh yeah, right. Like yeah, the art style is a lot more pop. Yeah, like yeah, no, I agree with you. Close down the channel. Now we have some like lore here. Now, okay, so it does seem like obviously some items have more lore than not. Tall and plumed, this fine helmet is the color of gold, but much harder to reach. The armor's vivid sculpture actually is testament of I'm so terrible at pronouncing names. Navarra's unrivaled knowledge of anatomy. Okay. Wait, an icon here? Wait, you can like. Okay, that's interesting. The elite guards who stand watch at the gates of the Grand Necropolis use these shields to guard against both living and the dead. Oh, that's cool. Rune on weapons and armor would be nice. Yeah. I mean, well, technically, hold on. You know, let me not like be weird about it. They literally did talk about like runes and stuff here, right? The basics. Okay, runes. For some at depth, there are 3 equipable ruins. Okay, so there are ruins, but it doesn't say if it's like also for the other stuff. If it's just that. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know. I'm not particularly a big fan of that sort of idea. I do hope we can do it just for like consistency's sake. Because like in lore, you can just like add ruins to, you know, other stuff. The hair looks so much better than we had in Inquisition. I mean, yeah, right. I mean, like I'm not a person who's like into the hair stuff, you know. That's just like not my realm, you know. But like I'm glad for some other people, you know. The other zone looks more PC focused than other DA games, and it's, but I still like it. I'm not sure. Like I mean, like I don't know. Like I think Origins is still a bit more like PC focused, right? Like this one, like I don't think it would be a bad UI on our PC, right? But this does have like, it's more console friendly, at least to me. Looks more like Assassin's Creed. Yeah, right. It looks like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, right? Which I guess is fine, you know. But I do miss this sort of idea of having the UI like tailored to what the game is, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, stats look stats. Spellbound. Enchanted longsword. Okay, so like there are also like enchanted blades and whatnot. It just seems like we can't put runes on them, which is fine. Also, hi 30 people. Thanks for joining the stream. And also, odd to be shilling, you know. If you enjoyed the stream, leave a like on it. You know, that'd be very, very much appreciated. Julian Spoken said, I wonder if they're bringing back the, I don't remember the name, but they're like ruins only if you had advantage that disadvantage side they got in the position. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name either, and I don't know if googling it will help because I'm not sure like what they are. But I know what you mean. I wonder if they'll bring it back as well. Though personally, I've never used the feature. You know. You mean Sigils? Yes, Gilgamesh Lord. Sigils. I think that's what it's called. Let's just quickly look up Dragon Age Inquisition Sigils. Yeah, Sigils. Yeah. 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 Right. Gilgamesh Lord is Sigils. Yeah, and also like I like the little lore bits here. So it seems like unique stuff will have like more lore to it, and I'm glad like we have like still mentions of stuff that's always been like in Dragon Age, you know, like the Andraste's will. Andraste was tied to the stake and burnt with her, while her earthly husband turned his armies aside and did nothing, for his heart had been devoured. I like that a lot. I love the lore bits here. Like recently, I've only discovered that like Dragon Age Origins has like lore descriptions for their items, and I've just completely forgotten about that, because when you hover over them and like right click, you can inspect them and see the lore, and I've just never done that, you know. I'm playing it right now. I should remember that. Hey, maybe, you know, maybe Drew, like if you're literally playing the game, you know. And also like the rarity stuff, just to comment on that, like, I mean, Inquisition had a rarity thing. Same with like, even Origins had a rarity thing as well, but like it wasn't as like telegraphed, which I think is fine, you know. I think the only issue I have with this is just like, oh, it looks like something else, you know, but I think it's fine. Okay, where'd it go? Oh yeah, same close down the channel. I also can't wait to, you know, just like replay Inquisition as well. I'm nearly finished with Origins. I just literally need to do the final battle, and then I'm done with the game, and then I'm gonna move on to 2, which I'm excited for, you know. It's gonna be really good. Also, like, wait, let me just read some lore bits here. Favored by the crows, the uniform stones and pieces. Also, it is cool we still get like ring slots and amulets and whatnot. That's pretty cool. Favored by the crows, the uniform rose stones added balance and precision to attacks. Okay. Heart of Andraste, a charm given to newly anointed fathers of the Imperial. And since it's obviously like taking place in this is taking place within like the northern area, and so like Tevinter has, you know, fathers instead of mothers, right? Because of their because of how their chantry works, it's like gender flipped, you know, from the normal chantry. So it's interesting like that. Okay, I think that's cool. I just finished Here Lies the Abyss mission. Oh, that's a pretty nice mission, Drew. I absolutely love Here Lies the Abyss. It's such a good mission. Strahd, I can't kill Hawk. Same, Drew. Like, it's mean to say, but like Strahd is the sacrificial lamb to save Hawk, you know, because I can't kill Alistair, and if I were to like have Loghain there, I can't do that because that would require me being mean to Alistair, you know, and I just can't do that to my boy, you know. I can never kill Hawk. Same Gilgamesh, same. Oxyide Intuition says, can you give us a link to the video? I can't find it. Oh, okay, no, sure. I'll quickly send it to you guys then. I'll send it into the chat. Hopefully that should work. Okay, it does work. Cool. Epic. Gamer. Yeah, plans. Close down the channel. How could you, okay? You want to sacrifice Hawk, our good boy? What will Varric think, okay? Varric will be a sad boy, okay? Like, come on, dude. Like, and Hawk's better alive than dead, you know? Nah, man. I can't do that to Hawk, my boy, okay? I can't do that. And I can't do that to Merrill as well. Yeah, I do... With the companion stuff, right? Like, can we actually, like, change their armor? Like, because I'm quite sure they said that we can't do that, you know? Don't worry, I'll get those... Nah, dude, don't do that to Varric, okay? Don't, like, get his disapproval, like, massively down, then just, like, have him, like, see, oh, see, I got rid of those red lyrium nodes for you. Are you happy with me now? Don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. I wonder if we're going to actually, like, change the armor or, like, do something, because, like, Davrin has, like, a yellow, like, an uncommon, like, gear. Like, do we get it upgraded or something? That'd be interesting. Yeah, Reddit. This as well. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is also interesting that, like, they didn't, like, have any dialogue. I guess that makes sense because they don't want to, you know, like, do differently. like the stream, guys. Bump it up. Yes, yes, Random Wanderer. You just like, yeah, I agree. You know, like the stream. You know, I also agree. So good for a party, yeah. It also does seem like, because in the release trailer, right, we saw like a third companion coming with us. I imagine that's just contextual, you know, which is interesting. Also, I see that like, this is weird, okay? Not saying Bioware has a bias against Canary, okay? But like, we haven't seen Tosh in like forever, okay? We see Tosh as like just a 1 second thing and then nothing else, okay? I want to see some Tosh stuff, okay? The companion selection is so juicy. Ooh, it is so juicy, dude. I love how Dragon Age has just basically cornered the market on tarot cards. Look at this art, dude. It is so juicy, as you said, Gilgamesh, but it's also so like lore filled. It's so character filled. It's so like nuance filled. Every single one of these are just amazing, dude. Simply amazing. I think Nevin Harding will be my main party, but I don't know. My one will be based on the mission I'm doing, right? So for Davrin, I'm like, okay, cool. Davrin makes sense because he's a Grey One and this is a Grey One mission. And then like the second person I would take would be like, so who would I think is most relevant for this, you know? Or like, and then I don't think any other companion, because we haven't seen much of the companion, so we don't know if it's gonna be like, hey, this companion is going to make sense with Wardens or not. Then if that isn't the case, right, then I'll just like, who will make sense as like taken as a warrior. Gilgamesh says, true, we didn't get much Tosh content. Yeah, it's weird though, you know. I don't think it means anything. I just find it interesting, you know. Drew says, I can't wait to get my hands on this and see these blown up to 60-inch screen. Yeah, man, dude. To see this art, to see this game in like such a high definition, high stuff is like really cool. Maybe we'll get more Tosh lore from Vows and Vengeance. I mean, like that's why I think Vows and Vengeance is like made the way it is. You know, it's going to include all the companions, and we get some lore in them, but not as a like how do I say, like a meta way where like we have a Bioware employee just sitting down with us and saying, so here is, you know, the companions. That's what they are. Like, we're not getting that. We're going to get like a in-character like description of them, which I think is going to be cool. I think there's missions with pre-made party members too. I mean, that would be interesting, right? I would like to see how that would. No, yeah. I get you, Drew. Close on channel. What is your first character plan? I want to play as an Antivan Crow Mage. I don't think we have seen that in the series, but I don't know. No, we haven't seen, well, I mean, Zevron exists, right? But we haven't been able to play as an Antivan Crow, you know? I think for me, who I will be as a character, I'm leaning towards like a mage and a warrior. And this always happens to me because I love mage gameplay. I love the idea of just like being very strong and powerful. Force Mage Hawk is just like unbelievably fun. Is the most fun I've had like in any Dragon Age game. Like legitimately most fun I've had in any Dragon Age game, you know? And so I may do a mage, but I'm also like, I also may do a rogue based on if they're going to do this, if they're going to have the lock picking. Because if they're going to have the lock picking, I'm going to be like, okay, I'm gonna be a rogue because I don't want to bother taking a rogue specifically just to unlock something, you know. So yeah, I may be a mage or a rogue. I don't know. I don't know, dude. It's hard for me to say. I also want to make a very tall canary. I want to make the I want to make the tallest dwarf ever, okay? Because they said there's like body sliders, right, and height sliders. I want to make the tallest dwarf in existence, okay? I want to tower over Tosh, you know. Like Mass Effect 2 with special companions missions forcing you to bring them. Yeah, right. I mean, even Origins did that as well. When you did the Anvil of the Void, like, or Oghren was locked in. You could not change. You could not have any other companion other than Oghren. Same with Wynn, right? If you didn't just kill her in the right spot. Capt Ply says, like all Dragon Age games, my fourth and fifth playthrough will be my lore. Really? That's interesting. Because to me, like, it's always lore all the time, you know. That's interesting, Capt. Drew says it sounds like the devs want you to play with all the characters. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. Like I can get that as well, you know, because one of the big issues with having like the choice to choose a character means that like moments where you have a character that would be like appropriate for the story just like gets lost on it, right? It's a weaker story then, you know. But that's the sort of like give and take of an RPG in general, you know. Lord of Fortune, Rook Rogue, tallest dwarf. Yeah, tallest dwarf, Gilgamesh, you know. I'm gonna be taller than a Canary, you know. But here's the thing, right? You're not just gonna be tall like vertically, you're also gonna be tall horizontally. You're gonna be a wide, tall dwarf, you know. Tallest dwarf, but the widest dwarf as well. Just to keep it the proportions, you know. I do like the sort of like UI, some elements of it, like the sort of like art style of it. Shortest Kunari, yes, that is true as well. You know, I might also just do that just because it's very funny, you know. You have the tallest, widest dwarf, then you have the smallest Kunari ever, you know. Humans and elves, making them tall or short, it doesn't really matter, okay? What's funny is making something that's tall, short, and making something short, tall. Shortest Kunari is interesting. It's interesting, but also really cool. Soon they are meant to with resistance by Darkspawn creatures. Would they be shorter than Harding? I hope so. And I hope we'll be able to romance like Harding like that as well, because that'd be very funny. It's also interesting because like there's no dialogue here. I imagine there would be dialogue here. Right? So let's just look at this dragon. So this is the Archdemon, I imagine, not just Gillans thing. Okay, hold on. We're getting it. There you are. This, huh? I wonder. Okay, hold on. We're quickly just gonna look at the release trailer, and see this dragon here. I do not. Yeah, this dragon is not related to this dragon. Yeah, it's a different one. Because they have like similar, wait, that's a horn that's like curved inwards. This horn is a curve outwards. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's not the same one. And then if we, yeah, a different dragon. Where is the other dragons? Okay, here's that one, and then maybe it's this one. Ooh. No, it's not that one. It's because it's not it's curved outwards again. No, it's not that one. And then we go to these ones, which, yeah, not these ones as well. Okay, it's a different dragon. Okay, so these ones aren't the archdemons then. I don't think they are, Ryan. That's interesting. Yeah, this is the Archdemon. This has to be the Archdemon. Oh, this is just Gillinan in her form. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, yeah, sure. And no, yeah, yeah, interesting. Different dragon, interesting. Yeah, different dragon. It could be Gillinan, or it could be just like there are now 5 dragons. Rads, they're not just like 5 dragons, okay. We have that first dragon we see. And then we have another dragon that appears somewhere else, I think. Or maybe you are right, and maybe we're just wrong. Wait, where is it? Sorry, okay. Man, dude, I know there was another dragon thing. It was like an ocean that came out. But maybe you're right, Reds. They took Dragon in the Dragon Age too seriously. I mean, yeah, hey. I mean, well, Inquisition had like how many dragons, right? Like they had like, what, like 10 dragons? 12 dragons? 3, 1, 2. Yeah, that's 5. Yeah, I think they had 12 dragons. There were 10 half dragons? Oh, there you go, Drew. 10 half dragons. No, those are
Those are the dragons, Paragon and Renegade. In Mass Effect, they were both in inside Shepard, but ships died. They traveled dimensions, and now in Dragon Age universe. Now, now I didn't get much sleep. That's very true, okay? This is how we're going to connect to the two universes, okay? Shepard's death spawned these two different kind of dragons, okay? They're not tainted or anything. They just look like that, you know? It's like how like Renegade Shepard in Mass Effect 2 like looks evil, but they're not like, it's not any magic. It's just they look evil, you know. Ooh, sorry. I just want to point out because I think this looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at the statue, dude. The statue is amazing, dude. And this is like how I always like envisioned Weishaupt. Like it's just this like large fortress. It's just this like big thing that you know. Oh gosh darn, it looks amazing. As for like the enemies here, I do wonder if we're going to get a mention on like if these are like how if this is like the new design for them, or if this is just like Gillans Interference, you know. Ooh, and then look at this as well. I love how like Weishaupt looks. It just looks amazing, dude. Health pot. Ooh, look at this little sleepy griffin boy. Look at him. Look at him right here. Looks really good. Rad say, I do think the blue dragon looks like a husk / reaper enemy. I mean, yeah, right. Like I can get that. You know, they kind of do look a bit rippery. But like I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I can get it. I can get it. Though I do think this is more of like a coincidence rather than an intention thing, you know. I'm guessing that's in the new designs. I'm not sure what you mean, Drew. You're gonna have to maybe tell that he intercepted. Yeah, this isn't a. I'm sorry, close down channel. Okay, I'm sorry. This is just he's just sleeping. You know and this is why we need to protect Weishaupt. Okay, to make sure this boy gets enough sleep. Okay, because we can't wake him up from his nap. Another sleepy griffin. That's pretty good. New Darkspawn design. Is it? Yeah, okay, sorry. What I mean, Drew, is not just like new design, but what I mean is like in lore change, right? That like this is Gillans Interference. Because I remember in a short story for Tevinter Nights in Horns of Hormak, or Horrors of Hormak, that we saw like different like Darkspawn like changing into like centipede creatures and stuff like that, right? So I wonder if this is like Gilliland's influence, rather than the Darkspawn just like, oh, we've just retconned the designs. Sleepy Griffins, okay? Look at him. This other Sleepy Griffin, okay? We need to make sure he's fine and safe, you know? Man, I wonder how long this mission is. Because, like, in Mass Effect 2, right, when we go into, like, different missions, it does take a while. No, not a while, but, like, it's the combat is stopped with dialogue, right, you know? I need to read Tevinter Nights. I only have the first 5 books. Yeah, I mean, I'm planning to read the other ones. I've already read, The Calling, Stolen Throne and The Calling, and they were amazing books. I absolutely love those. I still have a bunch of other stuff to go through. Ooh, dude, ooh, man, I love the designs here. Look at these, like, little pus sacks and stuff. They look amazing. Just look here. Yeah. And also, I mean, no, I don't know. I like some of these designs. They're cool. Ooh, and I love the executions. Ooh, I hope we get to see some other executions, you know. I also like how the execution is something you initiate yourself. Because, like, yeah, right, like, it does kind of suck that sometimes you just get locked in an animation, you know. So it is nice that you get to choose to do it, you know. Yo, Captain America over here. Yeah, man, like, that's just, like, one of the charms of Dragon Age Veilguard. Okay, you can be Captain America. Captain Tevinter, hey, you know. Technically this would be Captain Grey Warrant, okay? But that's not as snappier as Captain Tevinter, you know. Environmental designs look amazing. They really do. They really do look amazing. Like, I absolutely love these designs, dude. Oh, man, dude. I wonder what the context for this mission is going to be. You know, because it's obviously under attack. Like, this is taking a while, you know. I like the big helmet on the Darkspawn. I do like that as well, you know. I like... Yeah, and it's all flesh, you know. It's all fleshy. Yeah, I like that. I like that sort of design direction, you know. Also, just to mention again, over in the bottom left, we get to see, like, a little combat log. And like, hey, this is the buff, this is the buff. And then you can see debuffs as well. I think that's very important. Also, the Siege of Weishaus, find the dragon trap, move along the wall. Okay, so I guess we're gonna kill an archdemon in the beginning of the game, you know? Like, hey, you know, why not? Buffs, debuffs, crowd control. You've mastered your core's abilities. Thanks Bioware. Thanks for assuming a lot. Ooh, dude. Also, sorry. I love how... I keep saying it, but like, I love how sprawling Weishaus is. Because if we look, like, down here, right? Like, there's like, buildings down there. There's a lot down there, you know? And it's just like this sense of like, hey, this is a big fortress. And this is like what I've always imagined, you know? Weishaus being, you know? We are in the midst of the Grey Warden Fortress itself. The one that has like endured like 2 blights and where the griffins roosted, you know? Of course it's going to be like large, sprawling, and vertical, you know? They had griffins. They could fly anywhere, you know? Healing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, right. Though the healing stuff is... how do I say? It's more similar to like the Medigel packs in Mass Effect, you know? Maybe it's when the Grey Wardens pierce Gillans with a long pole. I might be wrong. Long pole. That's an interesting description, Gilgamesh. I like that. Captain Ply says, I just hope I can dim down the brightness of the HUD. It's a bit bright. I mean, yeah, right. I think we can do that. I think, let me just quickly check this again, I guess, Bioware blog. Because they did show off some like graphic settings. Where is it? Man, dude, I love Bioware. Please, why? Okay, whatever. In one of the Bioware blogs, okay, they did show that like, hey, options you can do, brightness settings and stuff like that. So it'll be fine. Yeah, as for like this like pause stuff, I do like that as well. This is cool. And also I do like this sort of like more casual look at it. Because like obviously with the like gameplay reveal trailer that we first saw with like, you know, Rogue Rook and whatnot. Defensive they say, lol, defensive indeed. With like Rogue Rook in the gameplay reveal. We obviously were seeing a very curated gameplay experience, right? Because it was obviously the beginning of the game, and it was the first showcase of the game's that gameplay. So that's fine. You know, that's okay. You know? And so I think it's okay, like, hey, we have this, like, showcase. We have to make it curated. But now we're getting to see it, like, as a more of a casual experience, right? This is what you're going to, like, experience, like moment to moment, which I think is very important. Okay. It seems like we revisit this area. Because in the previous like segment we were here before. That's interesting. Seems like we're gonna do some backtracking, which I think is fine. Okay. Sorry. I love this little frame we got here. I love just how angry she looks, you know. It looks amazing, dude. It looks fantastic. Ooh, dude, look at this, dude. I love this environment, okay? Look at this. The griffins here, the flag waving, the environment. Oh man, dude, this is amazing. Guess we could just get to the ultimate part. Ooh, I love. Oh man, dude, I love Weissfight. It looks so amazing, dude. Where's? Oh, they already did the ultimate stuff. Oh wait, hold on. Where is it? Elfrook isn't joking around. They're not joking around at all. Okay. No, we did. Ultimate section. Oh, we have not used the ultimate. Yeah, this is the one with the ultimate. Yeah, and I absolutely love this like animation. It's very cool, but I love it. Look at it. Looks nice. Lord, elves have went through too much in the series. Yeah, elves have went too much in this series, you know. It's interesting we haven't seen any gen locks, you know. It seems like the ghouls are like being used as the very like quick kill enemy fodder. They went through hell the entire franchise. They have the right to. Yeah, right, you know. Elves deserve a bit of, you know, happiness, you know. I think so, you know. Might be a controversial take. I do wonder again what sort of difficulty they're playing on here. Because if this is a like normal difficulty, then like Matthew, we're gonna be hitting these guys like ever, you know. But if this is hard, I think there's a bit of a different thing. It's like, okay, it's hard, it's fine, makes sense, you know. Oh, and also here, like Siege of Weissfight, get to the library, defeat the Darkspawn. Okay. And this is like chronologically after trapping the dragon. That's interesting. I wonder how that's gonna work. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot lacking context within this like mission. Because like, why are we here? How did it happen? All of that, you know. Unless you're human, you're getting screwed over in this series. Either you are in the Qun, your land is being taken by the Darkspawn, or you live as a city elf and get abused by the nobles, or you try to preserve your old ways and find out you're wrong. Yeah, man, Dragon Age isn't a particularly great setting to be in, you know, unless you're literally just a noble or something like that. I'm hoping high level means high difficulty. I mean, yeah, right. Like, I think that's also fair to say, Drew, as well, that like high level is high difficulty as well. That I would have liked if they clarified that at the beginning, like, hey, this is a high level, you know, combat section, but we're also playing on like hard, right? It would put into context on like why the gameplay is the way it is, you know. True, Gilgamesh. Okay, and that's it. That's the thing. Cool. Well, I mean, that's it. You know, let's, I guess, see down here. The introduction of the combat, the brevity, spoilers. Okay. So there's nothing like else in the description for us to check out. Perhaps their Twitter. Look down here. Yeah, just same stuff. Does their Twitter have anything to say about it? No. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, that's it. I mean, I don't know what else to do. I wonder if you can go full archer and what that will be. I mean, I think so, right? Because like in here, when we go through this, for the one of the rogue specializations is Veil Ranger, which is hunt the enemy, snipe enemies from afar using artifacts to charge arrows with dangerous, powerful magic. So I mean, I don't think they was gonna remove range combat. You know, range combat was gonna be a thing. You know, I'm definitely excited for this. I can't wait for Halloween. Yeah, hey, you know what a great way to spend your Halloween. You know, playing Dragon Age Veilguard. You know, I was. because it's been literally 10 years since the Dragon Age Inquisition, I was wondering if they were going to be like, hey, dude, for convenience sake, you know, we're going to release a Veilguard the same day with Inquisition was released, which is sometime November, which would be very funny, you know, which would be very funny. I hope archers need to be given justice in the gameplay. Yeah, man. Like, I will say that archers Inquisition are a lot more fun than like archers in Origins. I think like on like a tier, you have like Inquisition archers, then Dragon Age 2 archers, and then like Origins archers at the bottom. Because Origin archers are just not that fun. When I had to play Liliana in the section in the Fort Draken section where you like get captured and like one of your companions rescues you, like Liliana's like archery just wasn't as fun because it's just literally like just shoot ability, shoot, you get hit by a guy and now you have to move out of range because, you know, that's what you have to do as an archer, you know. But yeah, anything else within here? So, upcoming reveals, companion week, and we know how that's going to work. There's a lot to explore in the game and a lot more to talk about. We have more to share on Rogue and Mage before launch as well. Next week, we look forward to Companions Week, along with another Discord Q&A planned for August 30th, and we can answer more of your questions about the game chat soon. Okay, cool then. So I wonder when the Rogue stuff is going to be. When it's going to be. I switch Leonardo to Twin Daggers when I have to play her. Yeah, but like, here's the thing, right? I don't want to do that because like I don't want to like, oh yeah, let me switch Liliana to, you know, a non-archer. Like, but Liliana is an archer, right? Her specialization and the stuff she has like invested in is an archer, you know. So that's why I always make it an archer, you know. Bad part about DA2 archers, DA2 is that vanilla game doesn't give you an archer companion. Yeah, right, that's, I mean, well, Varric, right? But, like, Varric doesn't count because, you know, Varric has Bianca, you know, a crossbow, an automatic crossbow. So, I get that. Yeah. Origins archers make me struggle. Yeah, dude. Playing as an archer in Origins as your main character is awful, dude. It's terrible. So it's either you or no one. I guess Varric counts, though. Yeah. What about Varric? Yeah. So yeah, I mean, let's see if anything else then. Ability increase in skill points. Above. Yeah, no, nothing else though. Just like gameplay stuff and whatnot. And we already went through that. Well, that's it. I'm not sure what else to talk about, you know. The only like lore bits I guess we really had to talk about was at the beginning when it just says like, yeah, this is an archdemon, right? Though this isn't like saying that Elgranon has an archdemon as well, right? This is just like Gillans has an archdemon, and now we have this other dragon, right? Let's just quickly go find him, like this one, which is presumably the archdemon, right? I cannot imagine it's not an archdemon, you know, because like, if this is Gillans, right, the implication is we trapped Gillans, and that seemed a bit too quick, you know, especially for an elven god. So this has to be, you know, Gillans. I mean, no, this has to be like the archdemon. So yeah. Trying to control warriors with tactics menu is kind of hard for me. Feels like I should just use default lol. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Anything else I would like to mention? I guess not. You know the lore bit. Okay, well, I mean, if you guys like want to say like your piece on it, like what you think about the gameplay or like what like small lore reveals we got, then just like, you know, say it. Otherwise, I'm gonna like end off stream. So long. I feel like in Veilguard, Meryl might appear since she wanted to retrieve elven artifacts. I mean, yeah, right. Though, like on the spectrum of Dragon Age 2 companions to be seen in Veilguard, it's going to be Fenris, right? Because literally, Blue Wraith, the Dragon Age Blue Wraith comic, we literally see Fenris like in Tevinter, right? Isabella, because like a Lord of Fortune Ravani, you know. Sebastian's probably not going to be there, you know. Then we have Carver and Bethany. Like Warren, Carver, and Bethany might show up, but I'm not sure how likely. And then what else? Varric we know is right there. Meryl and Anders. Anders, I'm not sure if we see Anders, right? Anders is in such a weird quantum state, you know. Then we have like Meryl, and I'm not sure. I'd like to see Meryl, you know, but I'm not sure how likely. Why can't I find the video on the channel? Oh yeah, sorry, Moonshine. I'm gonna send a link in the chat. Because the video is maybe gonna release later, but currently it's unlisted, and you can only really access the video via a link, you know, through the blog post that they made. I feel like besides Varric, they are dragging their feet to include Dragon Age 2 companions. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that closed down channel? Do you mean that like they're dragging their feet to not include companions, or dragging their feet to include companions, right? I'm really curious about what lore will be selectable at the start of Veilguard. Yeah, right. I mean, I wonder that as well, you know, because like the first like bits of lore you have sort of informs how like that character works, or like what that character's perspective is, you know. Anders depends on what you did to him in Dragon Age 2. Yeah, but also in Dragon Age Origins as well, you know. Because like in Dragon Age Origins, you could just like not recruit Anders, you know. You could just like give him to the Templars, right? Oh, thanks. No, pleasure, Moonshine, pleasure. Dragging their feet to not include Dragon Age 2 companions besides Varric, but they may not fit into the stories. I don't know. I mean, I think Isabella, Fenris, and like Warden, Carver, and Bethany make sense to include for you know, they make sense to include for Veilguard, right? Because one, Warden, Carver, and Bethany, the Wardens, right? They kind of have an obligation to do that. Isabella, because she's a Lord of Fortune. I mean, not a Lord of Fortune, but she's Rivaini, and she's and like Lord of Fortunes are a Rivaini faction, you know, so it makes sense. Fenris, because we literally know in the comics he's right there. Meryl, I'm unsure. Meryl could be included. I could see the justification, but the way to describe what Meryl's doing in Dragon Age Inquisition is like she's just in Kirkwall, like helping elves. By lore, what I mean, what decisions will be able to carry over from Inquisition? Oh yeah. I think we know on a base fact that we're going to be able to, like, you know, who did our Inquisitor romance, you know, and what big choices did we make? Did we did we work alongside the Templars or mages, or did we consume the Templars and mages into the Inquisition's order, right? Did we disband the Inquisition, or did we keep it under the Divine, you know? And in which Divine did we choose, you know? I think that's going to make sense. I think that's going to be on the baseline, like, okay, cool. But I'm not sure about, like, the minute details. Isabella is a good choice to add. Yeah, I mean, Isabella is a good choice to add. It just makes sense, right? Like, Isabella is, like, Rivaini, like, a literal pirate, you know, and the Lord of Fortunes are basically pirates, you know. Your relationship to Solis, maybe, yeah. But for the Inquisitor, yeah. Yeah, no, I agree, close down the channel. Okay, cool then. Any last, like, words that you guys want to add before I end the stream? I'll wait for your responses, because there is, like, a bit of a stream delay between us. Oh, okay, cool then. Well, I'm gonna close down the channel. And anyone who's like joined the chat throughout any of this, or who's also watching this video as like its own separate thing, thanks for watching. You know, it was nice just like to get through this gameplay reveal. You know, no, thanks Gilgamesh then. The gameplay is like really nice. The visuals is really nice. It looks like it's gonna be like a really fun game to play. You know, I obviously like understand the sort of concerns that some people have that like this isn't similar to Inquisition or the prior Dragon Age games, and I can understand that, right? Because it is a very different game. you know, like combat wise, and like it's more similar to Mass Effect than it is to like Dragon Age, and I can understand those things, but I do think the gameplay on like within its own context in a vacuum is going to be a very fun game, you know. And it does seem like there's going to be a lot of customization in how you are going to be able to play your rook, you know. That's that part in the beginning where you have like passives for specific armor sets that you wear. I think is going to be like very important, you know, and is like something that like is going to encourage a lot of creativity and like builds and whatnot. Julian Spoken says this is as fun as always. I'm looking forward to the next one whenever that is. No, yeah, I look forward to the next like Dragon Age thing. I might maybe do a stream like covering all the companion week stuff. Like the voices. I can't talk. What was it? It was the Dragon Age audio drama. Where is it? Yeah, the voices and vengeance. I might do that as well. You know, just to do that. Which companion we can warm up. Yeah, man. It's gonna be great. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you liked the video. And I, you know, what else? Yeah. I hope you liked the video. And if you liked the video, please consider, you know, liking, commenting to what you think about the gameplay reveal, and how you think the game's gonna be. And also, thank you, you know, just for watching. You know, it's great. If you do think this is really good and whatnot, perhaps consider subscribing. That'd be nice, you know, perhaps. But yeah, thanks for everyone who joined the stream, and yeah, I hope you enjoy.